Want to know the truth about the UK government's upcoming AI safety summit? Spoiler alert, it's anything but safe. On the 1st of November, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will be talking about the dangers of AI with the people who actually make AI. For example, what would happen if this technology fell into the hands of a far-right government who had no qualms about breaking the UN Charter on Human Rights? And no, we're not talking about Russia or India. The UK's illegal migration bill was passed in July this year by Parliament, aptly named illegal as it's been vilified around the world as inhumane, breaking the Geneva Convention, the UN Convention on Human Rights, and the EU Convention on Human Rights in one fell swoop. Way to go, Suella. Under the new law, the vast majority of people fleeing famine, war, and persecution will have no right of asylum in the UK. And yes, that includes children. Meanwhile, Suella is busy installing a network of AI-enabled watchtowers and drones, creating an increasingly militarized border between the UK and the rest of Europe. The government hopes to gather facial recognition data from some of the world's most vulnerable people. So this means that if they try to slip past border control to, say, get a job on UK farms picking fruit and vegetables, which are currently being left to rot around the UK due to an acute labour shortage, they could be arrested and sent to live on the floating health hazard, the Libby Stockholm. Or even worse, if things go her way in the High Court, get flown to Rwanda to potentially suffer even more human rights abuses. But who are the big tech players backing the UK's oppressive regime? One of the major players is Anduril. Backed by Peter Thiel, it's made billions supplying government with information used in warfare, law enforcement, and, you guessed it, immigration. And AI discrimination doesn't stop at making refugees' lives even more difficult and miserable. Amazon's hiring algorithm favored men over women. AI has over-indexed health provision for white patients over black ones in US hospitals. And it's also over-determined black prisoners as high risk in US prisons. But will this get talked about at Rishi Sunak's showboating AI safety summit? Unlikely. So for a more intelligent debate about artificial intelligence, sign up to the People's AI Summit at thecitizens.com/peoplesai.